Here we go. I got a red light. Yeah, here we go. Again, the Nikon fucked up. I had a full charge of my fucking rechargeable batteries. The podcast failed at that point, but Shay was disconnected. Cell phone gone, and you guys did not miss a beat. I swear to you, nothing was missed. As a matter of fact, we weren't even talking when the camera went off. We went back to the codec. I know the quality's not as good, but the audio is still there. So we are now at probably somewhere around 15 minutes into this video, and I have Shay back, and I appreciate the fact that she's back. I really do. Not everybody has the guts to do it. Yeah, well, not a lot of people have the guts to do this. Even Riley himself says I have to leave a message on his answering machine in order for me to be able to talk to him. And you know what? That's a bit presumptuous for me, considering what we've all been through. We left off at... Yeah.
Well, as long as I see who's calling, you know?
Yeah, exactly. We left off at the TCC, by the way.
Well, I'm sorry, those are the dogs next door. What was that? I didn't even hear you.
No, we left off at the TCC.
Oh, you were saying the difference between me and Linda Lee or something?
Something along those lines. It is hard to pick back up from where you left off. I get that. It's hard for me too, but in all honesty, the TCC did absolutely nothing for the community other than disrupt it to me.
All they did was pit Cameo and I against each other. And I'm going to be truthful with you.
There we go.
In the real world, had Cameo and I met like in real life, honestly, we probably never would have been friends, just because we're two totally different people, and she's got her views on things and I have mine, but that's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. You don't have to be friends. And I'm just saying, I think what they did was, what do you call it, capped on something they could see that could blow up. And that's exactly what they did, and I guess the way to pull the strings was to use the kids. But for the record, I never made that video.
I wasn't actually going to go there, which is kind of piss poor on my part. I actually wasn't going to go there. You brought that up, so I'm going to have to ask you about that since you brought it up. I never saw the video. And that's the truth. I actually never did see the video that the Wiz goes on about, that Real Man went on about. This porn video that was uploaded, that Real Man has a video up that's like 35 minutes long about you saying that yeah, I uploaded it. I think Shady did, or this or that and the other. It was very demeaning. But I never saw the video. As a matter of fact, a lot of the people in my PMs never saw the video. Tell me something. And this is on the up and up. Was there actually a video?
Trashy actually called Shady's mother, called his grandfather. He basically did everything he could to get that kid kicked out. I don't know if you all know this, but he is on disability. I mean permanent disability. And they were doing everything they could to get him, just to hurt him.
Yeah, all right, and I respect that, but this is a podcast. Was there a video where they mocked up Cameo's child in porn?
Cameo's child was never mocked up.
Never mocked up?
There was some shit with Photoshop that Frank did.
What was that?
He was told to, you know what, to tell you the truth, I never watched it either.
In the video that, and this is a podcast, remember, there's no favoritism. In the video that Real Man has up, still to this day, Real Man Pones, where your voice is on the video, stating that you knew something about it, and it went up, and it went up, and it went up. What is he referring to? What were you referring to that went up?
What do you mean it went off?
Well, the TCC was talking to you about this porn video that went up about Cameo's daughter, and you said, yeah, Frank put it up. I think he's got it up over here. He might have it up over there. Was that a mock? And remember, Shay, I'm not calling you to call you out. I'm trying to get somewhere with this. I never saw the video. And I'm not trying to blow my own horn here, but I'm going to blow my own horn here. If anybody would have seen that video, it would have been me. And I never saw it. Was this bullshit? Was there a video posted of Cameo's daughter in porn by Frank? By the TCC? By you? Or was this all...
There was a video made by Frank that Frank sent to Trashy. He sent it to Trashy, and Trashy turned around and threw it to me. He made Frank upload the video.
What was it about?
It was basically pictures that had Photoshop crap in it.
Was it Cameo's daughter?
There was no animation. There was nothing like that.
But was it Cameo's daughter?
It was.
Was it sexual?
It was.
And what did you do at that point?
Hillboy had given me a sock account, gave me the password. When I signed in the account, I go, Hillboy, you've got this video of Cameo's daughter uploaded here. He's like, yeah, post that thing, make it public. You want to know what I did? I deleted the video and then told him, oops, it looks like it was already flagged.
I actually believe that. I do. I actually believe that. And for my listeners, I know what you're thinking right now. But try to remember, I have not been friends. I have to interject. I have not been friends with Shay for a long time. I have not been interacting with Shay for a long time. But I do know one thing about Shay. She's impressionable. She is. She's impressionable, and she does things that other people ask her to do when she respects them. And before the TCC got it out of control, I can actually understand what she's saying. What she's saying is this, if I'm understanding it correctly. The TCC knew that there were some bad things going on. And they took and they left no stone unturned to make it public that these bad things were happening. And my understanding of it is, and I could be wrong, but I doubt it, because I'm almost always fucking right on this website, is that Shay did some unimaginable things, but she did those unimaginable things practically without knowing that she was doing them. I've been with Shay. I was with Shay for almost 2 years. And what I know about Shay is this. She would have been willing to do anything for me because I was her friend. Shay is not exactly the perfect person to have on your side when you're making cyber wars. And I'm going to say this bluntly. She's a bit naive to the cyber wars. So when she says that there was a video or a Photoshop, which is something that she cannot do, does not know how to do.
I don't even have Photoshop.
Well, the point is that if she did know about it, that doesn't mean she did it. If she supported it, it may have looked that way. And on YouTube, I can make Real Man look like a Christian. I can make COO look like he believes in the devil. I can make The Wiz Lives look like anything I want him to. Doesn't make it so. It does not make it so. Could have Shayna.
You have to keep in mind, when somebody sends me an email, PM, text, whatever, and it's got my daughter's home address, her phone number, her place of employment, their phone number, her boyfriend, his place of employment, their phone number, and all this stuff about her, including her friends, and they've got all this stuff on my child who's just starting out in life, who got a college degree to do what she's doing right now. I'm going to do whatever it takes to protect her, and I don't care. I had a choice. I could throw my own child under the wheels of a bus,
but what
or I could throw somebody else under the wheels.
And I agree with that.
I had no other choice.
I agree with that. I've had to defend my family in my own ways too here on YouTube.
And what are you going to do? Are you going to attack me, or are you going to let somebody else destroy your daughter?
Let me ask you a question about what you just said.
Showed me the ammunition they had, all right? If they hadn't proven it to me, we wouldn't have a story here.
You do realize that Casey dropped my wife's docs, and he asked people to get her fired. You know that, right?
Tracy did that?
No, Casey.
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah, Casey dropped my wife's docs to her place of employment and tried to get her fired.
I don't even understand why.
It's called bath soap. It's called fucking bath soap. That's the problem with YouTube in the past. Bath soap. I think the whole fucking thing was based on bath soap. People complain constantly about content. They complain about views, subscribers. They complain about comments. They complain about views. And they don't address the fucking point that people that have friends on YouTube that got their docs, that got their address, that got their phone number, their place of employment because they were trusted by somebody else, use that against them when they're high on fucking bath salts. That was Casey fucking Moomez, because I spelt the name wrong. That's where all this shit began with. He made it possible. He made it okay to bash somebody else's family, to make somebody else's family live in fucking fear because they were losing the battle. They made, yeah, exactly. That's what pisses me off about the old Laws community.
A lot of damage, and yet he's still totally okay on YouTube, and I never could figure that out.
I know what it's about. He is still sucking up the starfish and sand on the beach, and to this day, that man ever walks anywhere near my home, I will remove him from Earth.
I was going to say, you'd probably freaking shoot him.
No, I'm not kidding. I'd remove him from Earth. I put it that way. It's not flaggable. I would remove Casey from Earth.
The stuff he did to families, to children. Look at the stuff he did.
I got it all up on YouTube. Most of it's private.
He did it.
Yeah, he did do it. And he called it laws.
Yes.
I called it harassment.
Yes.
I was the bad guy.
Yes, he's okay. Yes.
I was the bad guy. I was the bad guy.
Villain. I earned being a villain, okay, but I'll just tell you this.
Let me ask you a question. I gotta cut you off. No, I gotta cut you off right there. I have to know something.
Sure.
Why is it today, to this date, that Craig is still talking about you in a positive manner after you left on bad terms?
I'll tell you why. Craig knows the inside scoop of what kind of a mess I was under. He knew that. And after he left, and after I left, and after things cooled off it was not for a year that me and Craig actually talked. And that's when I commented one of his videos. And I was actually a little snide, and he just came back with, hey man, bygones. And it's like, you know what? You're right, bygones. And we started talking, and we always had a lot in common. We got along so good, but then you had the TCC that would pit us against each other.
All right. We're gonna take this into a part 2, obviously. We are gonna take this into a part 2. But before I end this video, I want to know one thing.
Sure.
You got to make this like a 15-second response. You can pick it up in part 2, but I need to know a 15-second response now. Why was it that the TCC had you under the thumb?
They told me they were hired by Cameo.
All right. With that said, Shay, we're on good terms. We're on good terms with the podcast. We're very good terms with the podcast. I appreciate your time. I swear to God I do. We're going to do this again. We're going to do a part 2 follow-up. If it gets 3 views, if it gets no views, it's irrelevant to me, but I got a feeling people want to know.
Get ready for the negative comments, because they're going to be there.
They're going to be there. We're going to do a part 2. Are you available tomorrow between that'd be 3 p.m. your time to 6 p.m. your time? Yes or no?
That would be perfect. Yes, I am. I'm off tomorrow, so yeah.
All right. Say goodnight, Shay. And also, one more thing, because this is pretty deep. You approve your video content up on my channel. Go ahead.
Do what?
You approve this being displayed on YouTube. Go ahead.
Wait, approve it. What do you mean?
In other words, you approve of your...
Oh, yes, you've got my full permission.
All right, we're going to pick this back up tomorrow. It could go on even longer. For those of you that don't care, you got other videos to watch. This is what's important to us. Anyway, Shay, thanks again. I will contact you at, I guess that will be 12:30 p.m. your time on the California coast. Thanks again.
12:30 my time? You got it. That's perfect.
All right. Thanks, Shay.
Okay, Tor. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There you go, folks. This is going to continue. It's getting deep. It's getting real, and that's what the podcast is all about. I don't give a fuck what people think, what people are doing, and who their friends are. At this point, it's more about shutting up the bullshit. I don't know how else to put that. It's pretty plain to me. So I'm going to pick this back up with Shay tomorrow at 12:30. I think that's Pacific time on the California coast. It's Eastern Standard Time. It'll be 3:30 p.m. here on my Kentucky. And you're all welcome to watch it. We're going to pick this back up. I'm going to recharge my batteries. So until then, have a good night on YouTube. Torp out.